Former President Donald Trump has been indicted over his alleged efforts to overturn the results of the 2020 presidential election. And at least 20 people are dead and dozens more are missing after days of heavy rain in Beijing. Good morning, I'm Corva Coleman from NPR News, and here are today's top stories. Former President Donald Trump has been indicted on 4 charges related to alleged efforts to overturn the 2020 election. NPR's Jacqueline Diaz has more.
This indictment is the 3rd criminal case against Donald Trump, and may be one of the most serious against the former president. This case involves at least 6 co-conspirators, and involves allegations Trump and his allies interfered in a U.S. election in an attempt to cling to power. Prosecutors also allege that Trump engaged with officials in several states to spread lies that there was election fraud. Trump's co-conspirators have not been named by prosecutors. He's expected at the federal courthouse in Washington, D.C. for his first court appearance on Thursday. Jacqueline Diaz, NPR News.
Vice President Harris says she's rejected an invitation by Florida Governor Ron DeSantis to join a roundtable discussion. It was to focus on Florida's new Black history curriculum. One instruction tells Florida middle school students that some enslaved Black people gained skills that could sometimes be used for their personal benefit. Speaking in Orlando, Harris lambasted that as, quote, revisionist history.
There is no round table, no lecture, no invitation we will accept to debate an undeniable fact. There were no redeeming qualities of slavery.
Florida Governor DeSantis accuses the Biden administration of misinforming people on the subject and disparaging his state. The National Weather Service says the dangerous heat wave persists from the southwest into the southern plains today and down to the Gulf Coast. Heat indexes could reach 110 degrees from eastern Texas to southern Mississippi. At least 20 people are dead and dozens of others are missing in flooding in China's capital, Beijing. As NPR's Julia Simon reports, climate change can make rain events worse.
China is experiencing record-breaking heat this summer. Northwest China saw temperatures of 126 degrees. Scientists from the World Weather Attribution Initiative say this summer's heat wave is virtually impossible without human-caused climate change. A hotter atmosphere can hold more moisture, so rainstorms can be more intense. Global warming primarily comes from humans burning fossil fuels. If humans seriously reduce the use of fossil fuels, scientists say the world can avoid more devastating scenarios. Julia Simon, NPR News.
Meanwhile, a new typhoon is lashing southern Japan. There are reports from Japan that one person may have been killed by the storm. This typhoon's current path could lead it to hit eastern China later this week. You're listening to NPR News.